The Alberta Education, Learning and Technology Framework was put into place in 2013 and contains 5 interdependent policy directions. The first policy is student-centered learning. So this means technology is used to support student-centered, personalized, authentic learning. So what this looks like is teachers using technology to differentiate their lessons, to have students working at different levels based on their ability, maybe different related subject matters based on interest. There are differentiating activities, so students aren't all doing the same work in the same way. Through technology, they are able to use to do different work in different ways. And they're also differentiating projects. So they're answering the same question, but they're doing it in different ways. One student's making a video, one student's doing a prezi, one student's doing a standard report. So this gives students choice, which is part of the student-centered learning ideal. And also technology allows for students to connect to the real world. They can post a blog or Skype somebody in a certain profession that they're learning about or something, an expert in a field that they're learning about, and make the learning more authentic and meaningful because it has this real world connection. Policy 2 is research and innovation. So within this policy, teachers, administrators, and other educational professionals read, review, participate in, share, and apply research and evidence-based practices to sustain and advance innovation. This means teachers are staying current with the research that's going on in the technological field and specifically in the educational technological field, and they're using that research in their practice to help teach students, to help monitor student learning, to help support student-centered learning, and making sure that students are using this technology also in ways to innovate and progress. Policy 3 is professional learning. So in this policy, educational professionals like teachers, administrators, anybody who has a role in the educational system is developing, maintaining, and applying the knowledge, skills, and attributes that enable them to use technology effectively, efficiently, and innovatively. So this means teachers are digitally confident, they know the technology in their classroom, they know how to use it, they know how to use it well to make sure that students are learning and they're engaged in their learning, and they can then take this technology and teach it to the students so that the students can use it to help advance their learning, to get more out of their learning. And in order to do this, it means that teachers are engaging in professional growth opportunities to help forward their technological knowledge. Policy 4 is leadership. So in this, leaders establish policy and governance structures, cultivate innovation, and build capacity within the system to leverage technology in support of student-centered learning. So they're creating a governance structure that is pro-technology, pro-student-centered learning, and advocating for it. Policy 5, access, infrastructure, and digital learning environments, is making sure that all students, while they're in school, have access to technology, have access to the internet, to a laptop, to different educational apps that are being used in the classroom, that they can connect while in school and also do schoolwork and connect to the school outside of school through things like Google Classroom, Moodle, and things like that. And it's also making sure that students are connected to the community and the world as a whole. So out of this, the biggest challenge for me as a teacher is Policy 3, professional learning. Just having to keep on top of all of the different trends in technology and all the new technology that is coming out, and being competent enough to use it in a way that my students are getting the most out of it and can actually apply it, seems like a daunting task. and it requires a lot of professional development that there's already a lot of professional development and other things that I need to be doing. So to put this on top of it is what I think would be my biggest issue as a teacher. Challenge for the educational system, I think, is policy 5, which is access. With things like budget cuts and lack of funding, schools may not be able to provide unlimited access to all the students in the classroom, all day, every day. They just don't have the money to provide laptops for every student. They only can provide so many computers, so they have to be shared among the teachers and among their students. And things like bring your own device policies and stuff are helping with this, except not all students have a laptop at home and therefore can't bring their own device, and so you have to make sure that you're considering that when you're starting policies like this, that you have access in another way. So I think this access, especially in the current climate, is the biggest challenge for the educational system right now.